just considering the early times we spent together with her, I can recount that together we have been little beans sharing a sleeping bag, bears hiding in a cave, warriors, saviors, imps, witches, dragons, dinosaurs, chickens, rock climbers traversing a very horizontal plane. I suspect many of you would agree that Lauren has seemed to approach life with a sort of intrepid dynamism. She remains steadfast, however, in a few ways that come to mind. In my view, my friendship with Lauren was first and fondly illustrated through imagination. In many and the most important ways, that imagination was shared. Often, when I went over to her house, I would quickly be transported to a world that we would entirely create as our own. Lauren, of course, spearheading the journey, running full speed into a poppy-strewn meadow, wearing costume beads, knee-high rainbow socks, a little black leather backpack containing all the tools we might need for whatever adventure we were about to have, me following in my stovepipe hat, Monterey Bay Aquarium t-shirt, and bright neon Converse with bright neon green shoelaces. We'd imagine characters to embody, fantastical settings, made-up languages, and of course solutions to life's greatest woes, humanity's greatest concerns. We were 10. It was a big deal. And as Lauren has instructed me on occasion, if you're bored, you're boring. I remember when this duo first came to be, initiated by a simple act of absurdity, immortalized by multiple counts of inanity. Lauren would later introduce me to the concept of random acts of kindness. We'd spend the day placing positive notes to people in the return slot, the coin return slot of vending machines around town. Walking around town, maybe dressed in some absurd getup, tapping an umbrella on the sidewalk. Lauren walking up to strangers and saying, "Tut tut, looks like rain." I later found the sheer absurdity, the sheer ridiculousness I could wield in the face of heartache and pain and grief. And frankly, people who take themselves far too seriously. Lauren has played a significant role in who I am today. There is a shimmering thread in my fabric that tugs at me at times, and that thread was placed there by Lauren. She did not teach me generosity. She drilled it into my foundation. Lauren has always been decidedly and insistently generous with herself. Where she saw gaps, she tried to fill them. If someone needed a friend, a house needed helping hands, an interesting spider that was trapped in the house, and first Ricky would come running in with the guidebook so we could identify what type it was, but then she would take the spider outside and not just discard it out there, but place it delicately underneath a leaf to shield it from the rain. She would fill the gaps. I do think I am a better person for knowing you. And frankly, your zealous compassion is contagious. And this brings me to you, Brian Alexander. I hope you experience the delight of building an igloo and braving a fierce blizzard together, or surviving on a deserted beach for weeks without needing to step out of your front door. I hope the world you create with Lauren will grow richer and more splendid as you grow together. And I hope you have wild, crazy adventures together. I hope you can laugh in the face of cynicism and spend days leaving stupid, thoughtful notes for random strangers. I hope that when you experience grief, you are able to celebrate who or what you lost. I hope should your outlook turn bleak, you can at least get a pretty good laugh out of it. I hope you remain generous with each other, open and loving, filling in gaps for the other and for others as well. I hope you continue to give to each other and know that you can be taken care of in return. I hope you can be a constant for one another. That's what Lauren said to me. Cheers.